I love the ocean.
I love the ocean. I love the ocean.
I do. At the ocean, I'll say this: there is no substitute. Lakes are cool. Rivers are like all bodies of water. There's like a really cool thing about being in water, but there's nothing like the ocean.
You're right. It's like I look at those this guy tried to swim. I saw this on Instagram the other day. This guy was like doing a record-breaking attempt of a swim across a lake. It was like 10, 20 miles or something. And I was like, boo. I was like, no predators. Fuck off.
Bro, can I tell you something though?
Yeah.
Even in this like this stretch that I was swimming in.
What do you mean? Were you swimming in open water?
Every day.
Hang on. Start this all over. Walk me through these swims. Because open water swims are legit, especially out in that water where you don't have control.
And at least on 3 separate days, I was like, I'm definitely about to die.
So hold on, you're starting the story way too into the middle of it. So I would go walk on the beach, and what I ended up doing was this first time, I'm looking at the waves break differently. If you don't, they don't all break the same, even in the same stretch of beach. The way that the sea floor goes, the way that the tides obviously change every day. Wind is a factor, so there's windier days. So there's this stretch that I would walk on the beach, and as I'm walking it one day, I was like, I really want to go get in the water, but the waves are coming in and they're crashing pretty hard. Yeah. And I see that there's nobody swimming. And I will tell you, the number one mistake made is underestimating the power of the ocean, especially in the Pacific.
It's humbling. So I should say this. One day I get in the water and I just kind of get in, swim around a little bit and get out. It's something that I did in Greece when I was on tour in Europe.
Yeah, and that's so funny. I did too.
It was so amazing.
Fucking awesome.
And the water was cold as fuck.
Freezing.
And so it was like this thing where, I remember I was with Kirk Fox and with Sean. Sean's so funny because he's such a tough, fit guy. Yeah. But one thing, everyone has their thing. He hates cold anything. Hates cold weather. He likes it. He likes it 110. Yeah. So he was like, this water's gonna kill me. He would get out, and I would stay there and just swim around with Kirk, and then it'd be like, now let's start our day, right? Doesn't you feel so good.
It's the best way to start your day.
So I remember I did that. I took a boogie board, and I went out there, rode a wave in, and then I put Ellis on one, and we rode one in. And he was like, that was fucking awesome, because it threw him. Yeah. And then I tried to get Julian on, and a wave smacked us, and it spooked him. He got freaked out. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we're done with that. Next day, I'm walking along the beach. I go I don't know, man. Let's say I take a 10-minute walk, and then I just go, I'm gonna get in the water and swim back to where I started this walk. So
I know the middle of the story and how it ends.
I'll tell you the 2 craziest parts of this. I ended up doing this multiple times, right? Almost every day. Because of the stretch of beach that I would do this on, getting into the water and getting out of the water were the most treacherous parts.
Oh yeah.
Because the seafloor and certain parts would just disappear. So you'd be walking, and the water would be at your knees, and you're going out, and then you're underneath. It just goes from 2 feet to 8 feet, right? And then when that happens, you have waves that if they've already broken, you have to go under, because you can only go, you go over if they're starting to break or underneath it. But if they've already broken and they're coming in, and you try to face it, it not only fucks you up and it spins you, but the current of the water that has already broken comes back. So they meet each other and will spin you out. So that happened to me a couple of times where I sucked in water, and I was like, fuck. And also I was doing the really smart thing of just swimming alone and not telling anyone where I was.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. It's
a lot of people that say that's the best way
they always say,
die.
If you're going to go to the ocean, go alone.
Don't tell a soul.
So it's the dumbest way to swim if you haven't picked up on that.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.